Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. So in this video I will be doing a little photo shoot, nothing too serious, because some of my viewers on my Instagram and also my WhatsApp contacts reached out to me and said they want me to do a video showcasing how I take photos, the behind the scenes, the editing, so on and so forth. So I will be doing a little photo shoot with a model, taking some photos at the golden hour, sunset, and I'm going to show you guys how I snap the photos and also how I edit the photos. So stick around and see what I'm going to do with these little stuff and camera equipment and whatever the other stuff are, and blah blah blah. So stick around, guys, and let's see the process in which I take photos. I don't think I'm a professional. I started taking photos back in 2018, and I believe I may have some tips and tricks that I can give to some beginner photographers out there, which can help them on their photography journey. So stick around and enjoy this video King Crisis style. Alright, so for this photo shoot, I'll be using the Nikon D3500. Now this is a beginner camera. Also with this camera, I have the Nikon 70 to 300mm lens. I also have a flash setup in case some of the areas get too dark. I can light them up to make the photos pop even more and add that little extra light into my shots. So without any delays or hesitations, let's dive into this photo shoot. And also, this will be our model for today. Looking beautiful, huh? Say hi.
Hi.
Alright guys, so as I said, golden hour. Look at that beautiful sunlight. So we are set up. I'm gonna use this flower as some props, you know. Budget shoot, as I said, so only one flash, the diffuser on it. And let's see what wonders we can do in this beautiful, what time is it? 5:30 in the evening, and take some amazing photo. Look, the flower is the same color as your dress. Alright guys, so stick around and let's take some photos, alright? King Crisis. Yes guys, so as I mentioned before, I am not a professional photographer, so I won't be using any techniques that you can try by yourself without the basic requirements or little to no equipment at all, because the flash that I'm using is just to enlighten my photos a little bit more, literally. So you won't be needing any high-end flash or tripod or anything. You can literally do this with a beginner camera like what I'm using here. Like I mentioned before, this is the Nikon D3500. It's very affordable. I bought my set because I didn't buy the camera by itself on Amazon back in 2019 for around $700, so you can get it at that price as well. So yeah, just utilize these simple techniques I'm using, as you can see in the video, and you can go outdoors, get a model, get your camera and try to shoot. Just always keep practicing. And further down I will show you guys how I edit my photos as well. I might be trying a few other angles. I won't be using this set angle alone. Alright guys, so we grabbed a pretty decent amount of shots from the golden hour. Now I see these little palm trees, I'm not sure what they're called, over here. Let me show you guys. So right here, now we're gonna put the model right here. Her name is Kayla, by the way, and we're gonna use right here to take some photos. Alright, so you guys just stick around. I like the nature look over here. I'm gonna do some stuff with the leaves so I can make some blur in the foreground with her focused in the the middle ground and then the background, blur, the aperture, those stuff. I don't want to complicate you guys with like the aperture and the big words and the shutter speed, and I'm just gonna take some nice photos and show you guys how I set up. Maybe in the next video you guys can let me know. I can get into details on how to, you know, angle the shots, set up the lighting, the flash, position the model, all those stuff. All right, so let us use this palm tree over here and take some beautiful shots, King Crisis style. All right, so Kayla, tell them, how is the photo shoot with King Crisis?
Going good so far.
So far, did you expect it to go bad?
No, I just can't pose. I can't take pictures.
Well, we will learn over time. All right, guys, let's continue.
Mercy.
All right, guys, so nothing too long, just a few shots. I'm gonna move on to the post-processing / editing now to see how these photos turned out, or turn out. I don't know, turned because they're taken already, or turned because they will be edited. I don't know, English is confusing. So I'm gonna edit the photos and let you guys see how they look, and I may do a little video of how I edit my photos, my style. As I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just gonna show you King Crisis style, all right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm not gonna take too long in this video, so I will only be going through one picture and show you guys how I edit with this one picture. Now this is Lightroom CC. This is not the classic version of Lightroom. This is the Creative Cloud version because I have the Adobe subscription plan. So the first thing I normally do when I'm editing photos in Lightroom is I go up here and I click the auto option, you know, to let the software figure out what is best to be done to the photos before I get technical. And then I would go through and do like little tweaks, like this is a little too exposed for my liking, you know, and turn down the shadows a little bit to punch in those blacks. Let's leave the black here at -5. I won't be messing with the tone curve because I don't want this to be too contrast, you know. And then move down to my colors. I really don't like when my shot is too green. I tend to lean to the yellow side of the spectrum, if you know what I mean. But it's a personal preference. You don't have to make your photos look like this. This is what I do. Let me punch the saturation for the green some more. Now this is the color mixer section. Remember guys, I'm not a professional. This is like literally one of the first times I'm doing a tutorial on anything at all. So like I said before, I kind of lean to the yellow side of stuff on the color spectrum. So I'm gonna move this slider right here down to the orange side. I'm gonna use the orange and I'm gonna punch this up. Nah, that looks disgusting. Never mind. And then I'm gonna see how many spots I can remove from this photo before I move over to Photoshop, if you know what I mean. So let me zoom in a little more on her face, a little more, and I'm gonna take the spot healing tool, and as you can see, I have removed a number of blemishes from her face. Use a pan tool, that's H in the commands, and let me try to remove some more. You use a scroll wheel on your mouse to adjust the size of the spot healing brush, and that will just take out like the major blemishes. You know, I'll get more in details in Photoshop. I won't do anything too heavy here because I'm gonna use a number of techniques in Photoshop to do skin smoothing and my version of retouching, because I wouldn't classify myself as a professional in retouch either. Alright, I think this is as much as I can do in Lightroom. So I'm gonna take this to Photoshop now. So you click up here, File, and you click Edit in Photoshop, and let's go. Alright guys, so I have finished with the face. Now I'm gonna move on to smoothing the skin. Alright, now this won't be hard, this is just a few steps. Like I said before, I'm not a professional. So don't take my word for anything, or don't solely depend on what I'm doing. So hit Control I, invert the image. Then I'm gonna go to blend mode, convert this to vivid light. Now after converting this to vivid light, I'm gonna go to filter, other, and select high pass. Now for the high pass, I'm gonna put this at about 24. Alright, 24.9. Alright, let me type 24. Alright, now I'm gonna go to the blur section, so filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and I'm gonna put this at about 4. Alright, now after that I'm gonna create a mask, and I'm gonna invert this mask, Control I, and I'm gonna paint. Now the painting will allow me to blur the image. Alright, now kick back and watch me paint. Now I'm gonna fast forward this video so you don't have to sit and watch me do this tedious task. Alright guys? Okay. Alright ladies and gentlemen, now the skin is nice and smooth. So I'm gonna go right ahead and do some finishing touches, and that will be it. Alright. Alright guys, so that's it for this little miniature photo shoot and the editing of those photos. I really hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learn a little tricks from King Crisis. Also, please hit that like button if you like this video and that subscribe button if you want to be updated with all my future videos. I am King Crisis, the girls them nicest, signing out.